Hello, YouTube! I am Shaggy Philolitea, and this is going to be a homelessness blog. Vlog? You will know that by the title, but sometimes I need the reminder of what the fuck I've just recorded and where it's supposed to go. I can't I can't easily title my videos. Okay, you've caught me just taking a monster hit where I shouldn't have. And I want to talk about my day. That's what I get for trying to hold it in and just fight through this. Anyway, I want to talk about my day. It's been a good day so far. So I got up. You should know this if you're following along at home. But I got up and got bored, so I went over to Panera again, and I had made $3 yesterday. Well, and I made $20 off my Patreon this month. And so I took that $20 and I spent $3 of it on a coffee, and I sat with that coffee. Sorry, you get to see this kind of stuff. Yeah, I am homeless, and this is the homeless vlog, so you get to see me do things like air out my fucking armpits. It got warm today. It got goddamn warm today. Fast. Holy shit, it got warm fast is basically the moral of that story. But I got bored, so I got up and I spent my $3 on my coffee, which I feel like buys me maybe the rest of the week, because I'm not going to have $3 for long. I have $18 now, or give or take, and I am 100% buying a pair of fucking socks. At least 2 pair of fucking socks. So I'm going to stop by Walmart, which means that this might, I might be at the library. Well, I know I'm going to be at the library less than normal, so I'll just go back to my spot and prepare to stream with Madge. Madge had the most incredible stream this morning. Actually, you might get to watch me bathe entirely, because I'm fucking hot. All right, ladies, this is the OnlyFans portion of my homelessness adventure. Where I bathe with a wet wipe, a Purell hand sanitizing wipe, because I have been sweating all day. And as you see, it's starting to make me itchy, and I might buy a new t-shirt, so I might have no money by the end of today. Soothing alcohol balm. So Madge had the most amazing stream on Twitch today, which that motherfucker had better be working on clipping that son of a bitch up and getting himself a permanent copy, because it was literally incredible. I have never seen or heard of anyone having a run like that in my life. It was the Ravens Joe Flacco playoff performance in Super Bowl. Just incredible. Just unbelievable that it was even happening at all. And the most incredible, or most awesome, however you want to think about it, part was that I got to see it live, and he got it on video. I'm so proud of my dude. It was fucking awesome. You wouldn't even believe. He went on a run of like 6 games in a row where people were quitting on him before he could even really get going in the game, because he was just whooping ass in Hearthstone, and it was awesome. It was truly awe-inspiring. And so he gets this new avatar, whatever. He gets a new picture for his dude, and it comes with new emotes. And so he wants to see the emotes, and he keeps beating people by turn 5. He doesn't even remember to hit his emotes. He doesn't even think he's doing well enough to do his emotes. And then he goes, fine, I'm going to do one more. He plays one card, and the guy just nopes right out. And it's like that. I have never seen or heard of anything like it. It was amazing. It had me in the best mood. I have spent between 10:30 and now just amazed by that moment. And so I opened the day by talking about how I had a nightmare at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and kind of psychoanalyzing myself and my nightmares, and trying to use that as a teaching moment, because I've had that nightmare my whole life. And then I said while I was recording that I'm probably going to end up watching or listening to a bunch of Elliott Smith today, and just being a depressio boy and thinking about girls and girls past and these sorts of things. And then I went back to sleep, and then I got up and I tried to psychoanalyze women and the dating and sexual marketplaces a little bit. And I tried to offer some words of encouragement and advice there. And I love what homelessness is doing to my hair in a genuine way. And fully admitted in the confessional that I just don't understand. I don't understand what women get out of sex and get out of the sexual marketplace, especially casual sex. I just don't understand what women get out of it, and why they would allow themselves to be degraded and dehumanized in that way. But that's neither here nor there. I'm very proud of what I did there, and it's long. It's about 2:10 or 2:15. And then I went to there we go. That looks like I did it on purpose, at least. I went to Christ's table to get my breakfast, lunch, whatever, and it turns out they did Taco Tuesday, and Taco Tuesday is awesome. She wasn't fucking kidding. Last week, I didn't tell the story, but last week, lady that was sitting with me, today too, but she comes in. I'm starting to draw a crowd, because I come in there in just the best fucking mood, especially now that Madge is streaming in the morning. I watch his stream, and then I walk in there in just the best fucking mood every time. And I'm always in a good mood anymore, but even when I'm in a bad mood, I'm gonna smile and make a good mood of the day. But I walk in there in just the best fucking mood, and so people started gravitating towards sitting where I'm at or sitting where they can see me, and I'm okay with that now because I'm in a good mood. And these people need just to see somebody who's fucking thriving and likes being there and isn't faking. You've listened to me talk a lot about putting on airs, right? Putting on a front, putting on a facade, right? Pretending that you're in a higher class stratum than what you really are. And a lot of these people, you can tell, really find my enthusiasm for this life and for that place just refreshing. And the women in the kitchen are I can really tell they're starting to really thrive on my energy, which is something that I've done before. Like that, I've always had great relationships with lunch ladies, because please, thank you, so good. Thank you, yesterday was good. That looked so good. Compliment the food. They worked on it. It doesn't matter what quality it is. You're not at Grey Poupon, the restaurant. Just eat the fucking food. And if you don't like tomatoes, like she's like, do you like tomatoes? And I was like, I really don't like tomatoes, but I'll take one, or I'll take three. And then she puts them on there, and there were whole halves of tomato. And I was like, I don't like tomatoes that much. You can have two of those back. I don't want to waste it. I might not even eat that one. And she laughed, because I need the nitrates, but I fucking hate tomatoes. And on the bus today, I learned an interesting food allergy fact, that strawberries and bananas and grapes have latex properties. So if you have a latex allergy, those will evidently give you rashes. I found that very interesting. And then the woman ahead of me told an amazing raccoon story. And so we talked about raccoons for half an hour. It was just awesome. What a great day. What a great day. And then a random woman in very tight white pants, I know what color her underwear were, told me to have a blessed day and maybe smile. And I was just like, am I not? Are you being funny, or did you not see my face when you started to say that? And then I looked around at you with my big smile, and then you just made yourself feel kind of dumb, or what? I don't know what happened there. I don't know where she came from either. I know that's not true. I know what table she was sitting at because she had been singing, but I don't know what that was about. That was very strange to me. And synchronous. So like we were talking about synchronicities on I believe it was in the Final Fantasy III meditation, but it may have been somewhere on Talking to the Future. You'll find it, you'll remember, or you won't, and it won't matter because I'm going to repeat myself. I was talking about synchronicities, and that synchronicities are difficult to use for Oracle because they're just coincidences. Well, it's just a coincidence that I was talking about not understanding women and women having a positive reaction to my general vibe, and then not understanding casual sex. And there is a non-zero chance that what she was actually doing was inviting me to pursue her for sex, because all of the other men in there obviously were. And I didn't try, and then I didn't follow up on it. But it's so funny because I was thinking about what I was actually going to do with this today, and here I might spend, I don't want this to run much more than 15, which means it's going to be 45. Point being, what I wanted to talk about this today was going to be about how much I love the second bus line, because the women who drive the second bus line always have music on. And the woman who run today, she has taken a liking to me. She gets real enthusiastic when I get on, because I've always got a great big smile. She's like, "How's your day?" And I'm like, "My day's friggin' awesome. How's your day?" And so today we sat and chatted, and she told me about her childhood, growing up on a farm and having a huge family. And because we were talking about right as she pulled up, a woman is doing exactly the thing I talk about all the time. Paying attention to something that you don't need to do while motile, and not paying attention to your surroundings and putting yourself in danger. I talk about this all the time. And so I'm sitting there watching the bus come, and I just happen to watch this woman carrying a child who is too big to be carrying, and she's really struggling to get her, but she's staying mobile. She's staying mobile. And the reason she's staying mobile, the reason she's moving at is because this child's heavy, and she was a small woman. And she walked right out into the street and almost got herself pancaked by the bus. If the bus hadn't seen her and wasn't paying attention to the fact that she was doing that, she and the child were dead. Which is why I always say, take care of what needs to be taken care of, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Get the child secured to your body before you start moving, because you're going to find it difficult to stop once you start. Make sure before you start moving that traffic is fucking clear. Have I gone on a rant about people who don't look both ways? I know I have. I can remember it. Do you remember the rant that I went on about people not looking both ways? You can tell who grew up walking place to place and who has always been in the passenger seat of a car. You can tell who grew up in a child's seat and who grew up getting themselves place. Because what I said is, people don't look both ways. They don't even think to look both ways because they don't know, it doesn't occur to them that they're not a car. Drivers are not always looking for pedestrians. As a pedestrian, I can promise you, most drivers are too fucking stupid to recognize a pedestrian as having the right of way. Right of way. I almost had to climb into a van today and whoop some ass because I'm standing I walk forward. There's the red light on my thing because there's a green left turn. So I have to stop. So I walk up and I come to a stop, and the fucking car beside me comes to a stop as I'm evaluating whether a left turn is coming. And so I turn, and there's a car at the green light in the right-hand turn lane when I've come to a complete stop to evaluate the street I've got a scarf wrapped around my face, so I can't. And so I turn my hat and I look in the car, and they're making all these damn hand gestures at me. And so I just and I point at their turn signal, and I'm like, I don't see a turn signal. What are you doing? And then they start pointing to cross, and I'm like, don't fucking tell me when to cross. No, I'm not gonna cross. No, I'm gonna stand here and make us both waste our time because you're pissing me off. I'm just standing like, you don't have your turn signal on. What are you doing? And they're like, go, getting all impatient with me. And I'm like, you're the one with the internal combustion engine and a green light. I've got a fucking red light. Idiots. So I sauntered. I wasn't going to make that walk fast. Fuck you. Why the hell do people do that? Like I don't know how to manage traffic? Motherfucker, I'm wearing a backpack. Like I don't know how to get... And this is what I'm talking about. They have clearly never gotten out of their car except in a parking lot. That's a problem. If you're going to drive and you don't know how to navigate areas where there are pedestrians, stay the fuck away from them. You're gonna kill somebody. I'm not joking. I was rolled up on a woman's hood because she was texting on her way to a red light and let her car run the whole nose past the crosswalk, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat this to teach this bitch a lesson. Up onto her hood. And I did. I ate it right up onto her hood, rolled up onto her windshield and everything. And she's looking like, oh my God, I just killed a guy. And it's like, yeah, you dumb bitch. Yeah, you dumb bitch. Maybe leave the phone in the fucking glove compartment. How do I know that? I've auto-hypnotized thinking, I wonder if that girl texted me, and looked up to rear-ending somebody. Maybe leave the fucking thing where you can't see it. Because you have addict behavior toward that fucking thing. Leave it alone. Just sometimes put it down. Just practice putting it down and not thinking about it. Seriously. It's good for you. You'll get bored. You'll get bored and I need to do something with my hands. And then if you find something stimulating to do with your hands that's not that and not a fucking fidget toy, like you're a fucking toddler, you'll realize that you have hobbies. And then you'll find something else to sink money in besides your hobbies. And that's fine. I'm not asking you to be smart at this stage of our engagement, and I'm at 16 minutes. So that's my day. What I want to talk about, though, eventually, it might be in a meditation. What I might do is talk about this while I play Final Fantasy. Or Final Fantasy 3, so that, because I don't know that I'm done talking about time management, because there are a lot of areas that time management keeps coming back up into my life, and that's called recency bias. But it's not a synchronicity that I was saying I don't understand women, and then I was listening to country music on the bus about what men that I grew up with identifying how men of honor, upright men, treat women that they take an interest in. And I Can Love You Like That is one of them. And ouch, I hurt my finger doing that. I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was a Trace Adkins tune. Anyway, the point is, actually no, I don't. I think it was a John Michael Montgomery tune. The point is that I grew up with music, talking to women like they were human beings and like they were special. I could love you like that. I could make you my world. I'd move heaven and earth if you were my girl. If you just give me a chance. That's very different than slap my bitch up. Or skeet, 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 motherfucker. Very different. It's a very different way to treat women. And so I think maybe the problem isn't, I know that a solution that women would find useful in their lives is to remember what they were like before 25. But I think a solution to a lot of their problems is finding a man who's going to treat you like a country song, which really just means find a man who's going to treat you like a romantic Western, which just means find a man who's going to treat you like what are those called? I've been trying to work my way back to it, and then I forgot the name. A knight chival, a knight errant story, an old Arthurian romance, which means just treat your girl romantically. If girls wouldn't give up the pussy for a fucking bouquet of flowers, if they'd actually make a man go on a quest and earn it, they'd find that most men don't actually want it that bad. And if they don't want it that bad, you're either low rent or what? Why don't they want it that bad? I can't answer that question. I told you a story about people that I've turned down. I can't answer that question. I'm trying. I'm searching my mind. I can't answer that question for you. But I know where you could start. Because it doesn't grow back. But the first time's always the first time. And if you keep it like it's the first time, every time, but it takes two to tango. So if you're not willing to look for somebody who's willing to make it like the first time, the second time, and so is that why you only have one nightstand? I don't know. I don't understand. I've admitted to fully admitted to understanding, and I've spent however many hours it's been thinking about it, and I still don't know that I understand. But I am asking real questions because insofar as this is an invitation into a dialogue across time and space, someone's got the answer. Someone knows. I don't. But that doesn't mean you don't. That doesn't mean that you don't have a good idea. It doesn't mean you can't take a shot at it. Right? You miss every shot you don't take, right? And so if I ask you questions and you hear me asking questions and you don't posit an answer even if you're wrong, well, you missed that shot. But this is an open invitation across time and space. You can think about it for as many months or weeks or years or seconds as you like. You know what I always say at the end of these? I don't need to say it every time. I don't even feel inclined to say it every time. Because it's not like I've got an outro video or anything. Take care of yourselves, kids. Because I can't.